Greetings, Bitcoiners, into the land of YouTube. What you see before you is this market cycle, this market bull run of 2020, 2021. Bitcoin on the daily chart. Top pink line, resistance. Bottom pink line, support. If you've been watching my channel for the last month or two, you know I've been talking about the Wyckoff market cycle. Up here in the left-hand corner, there's the full market, a Wyckoff market cycle playing out from left to right. Accumulation, reaccumulation, distribution, redistribution, drops down in, which they would probably call the bear market, into a true accumulation down here around 20,000 is what I was thinking this would play out. But Elon Musk, Cathie Wood, Jack Dorsey, they changed that. And that's something about cryptocurrency that I really don't like. I know in past videos I said I don't like this, I don't like that, and when I'm saying that, I'm not saying I don't like cryptocurrency. You know, I'm not saying I don't like Bitcoin. I like Bitcoin. I like cryptocurrency a lot. What I don't like is the structure around it, like the social media, how it can influence it. Right, gossip, simple gossip, whether it's FUD or HUD. This last pump here was a HUD pump, right? A hype and unknowing and danger, the anti-FUD. So anyways, I thought the Wyckoff had been broken here, but I'd been thinking over the last month, I've been thinking that these Wyckoff market cycles that you see up here in the upper left, they're long-term market cycles that play out over extended periods. And usually the charts I look at is weekly charts. Now Bitcoin has a halving cycle, so the cycles are condensed down. So this daily chart was a spitting image of, you know, Wyckoff longer term charts, like on a weekly. And I'd been wondering what will happen on a weekly chart, and I was looking at it, and there wasn't just hasn't enough time passed. But up in the upper left, you see a Wyckoff redistribution, which is on the bear side of the market cycle. Now up in the upper left, you see Wyckoff accumulation, which is generally what will happen on the bull side. Here, they end pumping up. The redistributions end pumping down. And that's what I thought was going on right through from here to the right. This is a spitting image now up in the right-hand corner of a redistribution. See the first peak's higher, second peak's lower. Third peak is higher than the first two. And that's a spitting image of a redistribution, not an accumulation. Lots of people were calling it accumulation. And it just never looked like accumulation until there was a spring here. And the day this happened, I said it's a fake spring. I made a video saying it's a bull trap. And came up here, and accumulation was supposed to pump up this way. Now redistribution was supposed to dump right in through here. But it did slowly dump. It dumped all the way down to here, 29,200 on this site. And it really looked like it was going to play out. And then the magical Elon Musk B-word conference with Cathie Wood, Jack Dorsey, got a lot of attention. A lot of new money came in. Okay, now to the point of this video is, let's go to the weekly chart, and we will see the Wyckoff market cycle, the redistribution segment of it. And now we've had enough time, and the weekly will close in about 2 days from the time you watch this video, depending on what you would watch this video, a day or two. Weekly close is coming up Sunday, 7 p.m. Central Time. Look at this last pump. This is the weekly chart of Bitcoin. So up in the left, you see the market cycle, Wyckoff market cycle playing out. And now Bitcoin, like I said earlier, the cycles are kind of condensed down into 4-year spans, where for about 12, 18 months, it'll pump and then die back down into a bear market. Now we could be entering a super cycle. Anything's possible. Nothing's certain. But I want you to look at this. I think everyone should have this. I think it's valuable information. So on the left, you see the full market cycle playing out generally, what it will look like. I mean, that's just an outline. It's not going to be perfect, right? This bear market could be higher than the original accumulation phase. There's no set rules. But up on the right, you see the redistribution. Now up on the upper left, I put the Wyckoff accumulation. and see how the peaks are different. See on a weekly chart, look at this. In my opinion, this redistribution is back in play, folks. Look at this. First peak. This is the weekly chart, mind you, much longer time. So here we've got accumulation, reaccumulation, distribution, drops down into a redistribution, where if it follows this chart, now it doesn't, I mean, this isn't certain, but you need to see this. Look at this redistribution on a weekly chart. It's back in play. First peak, 41,500, give or take. Second peak, now this still has 2 days to close. It topped out right about 41,000. Different sites will have a little different numbers, but it's clearly shorter. Look at this. On the weekly chart, the second peak is shorter than the first peak. Redistribution up here in the corner. These are the segments that fit on the bear side. Now, Bitcoin can disobey. Like I said, the social media aspect isn't something that was around over the last couple centuries, right? These patterns have been naturally occurring patterns for about 300 years, since Japanese rice farmers invented candlestick patterns. Wyckoff and Dow, about 100 years ago, they extrapolated, they did their work showing these patterns, trying to help the little people. So whether this plays out or not, this is something you should have in your toolbox, your mental toolbox. This is a tool for you to see. So if this redistribution were to play out on a weekly chart, we're talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6 weeks from peak to peak. So now I'm not saying this is going to happen, but it's something to watch. If this plays out, we close this week, say we close this week right where we're at now, 39,500, 39,600. So the next weekly candle will start. Watch for it to break through 41,000. I have a hunch it's not going to do that. If we look at the redistribution segment, the phase, it's likely to drop back down. It's just something to watch. If it drops back down, you could be talking about a month to a month and a half, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 weeks or so for this to play out. So if it comes back, it would come back down, about into, in this area down here, low 30,000s or so, and kind of dance around. And then we're looking for another peak. 6 weeks. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's just say it's 6 weeks. It's not a rule or anything. Just a little speculation here. Second week of September. Let's see, 13th of September. We're looking for a little taller peak. So if it follows the redistribution, you're looking for it to come up to 42, 43,000, right? At least above this pink resistance line. And that will freak a lot of people out, right? This top pink resistance line here. Zoom in a little for you. It's a resistance line that lots of people are talking about, whether we can break through that or not. So in 6 weeks, first, second, maybe even the third week of September, watch for it to break through here. And when that happens, it will probably get a ton of people excited. And there's very likely to be a long squeeze at that point. This is just speculation, but it's something to watch. I still have a gut feeling that this is a redistribution phase, and we're still going to end up down around 20,000 somehow, some way. Whether people say FUD down the line caused it, or something or other caused it, I still think we're probably going down there. I could be totally wrong, but watch out for this third peak and a Wyckoff redistribution to come and bust through this pink line, get a lot of people excited, and then the composite man, just big long squeeze, right? And comes back down and just plays out this redistribution phase. It ends up, 20,000. So that would put us into like October, November, and that's kind of goes against the grain to what a lot of people are saying. I do kind of think Bitcoin could somehow end up at 100,000 by the end of the year. Maybe this plays out a little quicker. Maybe it does go down to 20,000. It wouldn't stay down there for long, right? There would just be massive buying at that point, right? That would be the rocket ship frenzy buying. If it goes down to 20,000, that's what would catch attention around the world, and money would just pile into it. So maybe it's rapid at that point, right? And then it does come up, say November, December, and there's that massive parabolic push up to 100 grand, right? Because it's going to happen at some point. At some point, this sucker is going to really take off to the moon, but that's longer term. I'm just focusing now. These are natural patterns, and they're hard to break. Social media can break them. Obviously, I think it was just broken back in the third week of July. I think social media caused this. I'm pretty sure we were dumping, but that's just, and it doesn't matter now. So just something to watch, right? Watch the next 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks for this to maybe come down a little, and then push back up and set a new local top high, maybe 42,000, and hang up here for a day or two, a couple of days maybe, and get people excited because we think we broke resistance, and then boom, dump, and then the redistribution plays out. But it doesn't. We could just pump from now. We could just pump right now too. It's the hype machine. It wasn't around 100 years ago, so there is a difference. But anyways, just watch this, and information's good to have. As always, thanks for watching.